Now coming to chapter, the chapter starts with a news report which came and which was published in one of the newspapers when the unfortunate tragedy struck. So the news report reads, "Tragedy in Space" is the headline of that news report. US space shuttle Columbia breaks into flames. It happened just before landing. That was the saddest part of this incident. So it read like this: in an unprecedented space tragedy. Unprecedented means which has happened for the first time, never happened before. So it was first such tragedy. Space tragedy. US space shuttle Columbia, carrying Indian-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 others, broke apart in flames as it streaked over Texas towards its landing strip on Saturday, 1st February 2003, killing all 7 on board. So this was the tragedy which happened just before landing. That space shuttle Columbia was carrying Indian-born American astronaut Kalpana Chawla and 6 other crewmen, those who were her associates, colleagues, those who had gone, 6 other astronauts who had gone on a space mission. And it broke apart, like वो टूट गया, उसके टुकड़े टुकड़े हो गए in flames as it streaked over Texas. जब वो Texas state के ऊपर चल रहा था. Streaked means it was, the speed is usually very high. The speed is very fast. Of course you know about it. So it was going so fast that it streaked. उसने एक लकीर जैसी बात दूंगी छोड़ी. You must have noticed when some aeroplane which is going very fast or which is going in those clouds, it leaves a line of clouds behind towards its landing, just before it was about to land, towards its landing strip on Saturday 1st February 2003, killing all 7 on board. The shuttle lost contact with NASA at about 9 a.m. 1930 hours Indian Standard Time. That means 7:30 here. In America it was 9 a.m. and here it was 7:30 in the evening. As it came in for landing, it was flying at an altitude of over 200,000 feet and traveling at over 20,000 kilometers per hour when ground control lost contact with the shuttle. So it happened at this time as it came just when it was coming down for landing, and the height of this spacecraft was over 200,000 feet above the ground, and the speed was 20,000 kilometers per hour when ground control, when this NASA lost contact with the shuttle. Columbia had lifted off on 16th January 2003. They had left for the space mission on 16th January 2003 from the Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It had stayed in orbit for 16 days, and the 7-member crew conducting 80 experiments before it began its downward journey. So they had conducted so many experiments, 80 experiments successfully, and now after this successful mission they were coming down to Earth when this tragedy struck, which ended in tragedy. This was Columbia's 28th space flight. So this was the 20, here it had already gone 27 times and this was its 28th flight. And the shuttle was said to be good for 100 flights, and just before sending it to the space, it was tested, it was tried, it was said to be operational for at least 100 flights. But then tragedy struck. Something happened that it couldn't last for even 28th flight. It broke apart in its 28th flight, unfortunately, and all the crew members were killed in this tragedy.